Don't blink!
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
If you're borrowing a book, please register it in the log. The restricted— Oh, it's you, little cutie. It's so good to see you. More refreshing than a strong cup of tea in the afternoon.
Clearly you're meant to be working, but you don't seem to have your heart in it at all.
I mean, other than Jean, who really works that earnestly anyway? So, did you have something you needed? Or did you just come to see me? Ooh, a smooth talker. Not what I was expecting.
So, Miss Librarian, got any books to recommend?
Recommended books. Sadly, everything I'd personally recommend is all in the restricted section, which—
What's with your ominous tone?
Oh, right. Would you be interested in checking out the Devat travel guide? I think it would be quite helpful for you as travelers here.
Ooh, sounds like it could be helpful. Do you think we could take a peek?
I suppose I can try to find you a copy from the list.
Isn't this Lisa's job? What does she mean, I suppose?
Oh dear, that's unfortunate. Our copy is currently being borrowed. That said, it is now overdue. Come to think of it, quite a few of our books are now overdue. I'm on time.
Whoa, is Paimon imagining things, or does the air in here suddenly feel a lot?
Such a pain. I'm going out to bring those unreturned books back. If you'd rather get—
Lisa seems really scary right now. Paimon thinks it would be best if you answer her.
You really are such a considerate cutie. The souvenir shop. It's called With Wind Comes Glory. So let's meet the—
One of our strongholds? Star Snatch today's recommendation is the
Which should I choose? Hey, you're here. Let's begin, shall we? Hello, Marjorie. Any exciting new items in stock? Why so surprised? Today is such a special day. It's only natural that I'd want a souvenir to remember it by. So it is. In that case, I declare this the day of my life I wish I could get back because I spent my first ever outing with someone taking them on an annoying errand.
Don't you think that's a bit long?
Well, if it's a souvenir you're after, you're in the right place. I'm sure you'll find something that strikes your fancy, Lisa. Or you could let your new friend pick something out for you. Make it more of an occasion.
Yes, yes! Let us...
Take a look around. Take a look around. This pair? Soft, puffy, and very comfortable. Certain to make a little... After all, they're the same kind worn by toy dolls. They're practically a badge of...
Bloomers? I'm sure to attract some strange looks if I dress up like a small child and
You sure?
Take a look around. This is the... It does look a little bit...
Voodoo doll? Have you lost your mind?
You sure?
Take a look around. Me? You're asking... Ah, that's right. I heard she enjoyed... Take a look around. This is a new arrival. It took 3 adventurers to carry this big boy back from the ruins where they found it. It comes with a lot of history, as well as a lot of weight.
You do have strange tastes. If this is your way of saying you want to be my knight in shining armor, I'd rather you just say the words instead.
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
I suppose it's not completely useless. I'll let Razor borrow it when it's time for his enhancement training. Goodness, is that the time? Marjorie, one last thing. About the legend of Vanessa.
Oh, so you're a fan of the gallant Lady Vanessa too? Why didn't you say... For example, this lion's tooth... Oh my goodness. I didn't know. I can't believe I didn't put 2 and 2 together as soon as I saw...
Well, let's go and find the next...
It's been getting quite busy recently. Welcome to Good Hunter. Table for 2?
3!
Oh, my apologies. Please sit wherever you like, and call me over once you're ready to order.
So we're gonna eat first and bring up the book situation later?
Why, of course. The stress of work really takes the pleasure out of eating, don't you think?
Work is that bad, huh?
What? This seems like the sort of staple bar food you'd find at the tavern. It has an extremely strong flavor.
You sure? Can't...
Finished ordering? Such a potent aroma. It's almost suffocating. I never thought someone your age would go for a dish like this. I always had you down as a little cutie. Now I'm not so sure.
Paimon's so full.
Time is getting on. I suppose I should carry on with this ghastly thing called work. Let's have a little chat with Sarah about her library book.
Would you like to order something else?
No, thank you. We're quite satisfied. but I'm afraid I must ask you about the Boar Princess.
The boar brisket? I'm sorry. I think we took that off the menu.
She means the book you borrowed.
Oh, of course. I came straight to the restaurant after I borrowed it and completely forgotten that I even had it. I'm so sorry, Lisa. I will bring it to the library myself as soon as I finish work.
Okay then, but make sure you don't forget this time. Right, on to our next stop then, cutie.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
This is our final call for the day.
Welcome. Couples are our specialty. Let me know what you'd like and I'll wrap them up nicely for—
Ah, yes. Now, which book was it that has the line, "A date without flowers is a date without romance"? Why, it just so happens that I would, my kindest cutie.
Some flowers for Miss Lisa? What would you like? Some flowers for Miss Lisa? Some flowers for Miss Lisa? What would you like? Dandelions are one of our classics, and a personal favorite of Miss Flora. I know what you're thinking. Most flower shops don't sell dandelions. They're a nuisance to care for. But come to think of it, Miss Flora herself gives people the same impression.
You sure? Can't change it.
Some flowers for Miss... Mist flowers? Over there in the corner. But don't touch them with your bare hands. You want them? You're sure? It's just that Lisa seems to use electro quite a lot.
You sure?
Some flowers? You want my help? I don't know if I have the I couldn't help but notice the flower on Miss Lisa's hat, though. Some flowers for Miss Lisa? These roses were bought from a traveling merchant a few days ago. Miss Flora thought maybe someone would like them. This is the only bunch.
You sure?
I can see you put a lot of thought into this. Have you ever heard of the Witch of Purple Rose before? I thought that after returning to Mondstadt, I wouldn't have the chance to see fresh roses again. This seems like a good sign. Okay, time to get back to business.
Back to business?
Huh, the Pale Princess and the 6 Pygmies.
Oh, oh no. What am I gonna do? A while back, I realized it was almost due, but I couldn't. It's like somebody stole it.
Uh-oh. That Lisa does...
I heard that. Well, if it really was stolen, the blame lies with the book thief. And their punishment will be
Like Paimon said, totally crazy.
Oh, don't worry. I put a unique elemental marker.
When did Lisa start taking her job so serious?
Hey, sweetie, I've heard...
Elemental sensitivity? Use your
Leave it all to me.
Looking at the elemental traces, it does seem likely that...
So Donna didn't do anything wrong?
It's not... Whoever wanted this book... The elemental traces are very faint. You must see it too. Let's follow the trail and... The elemental traces are strong here, but it seems our thief did not stay for long. The trail keeps going. Let's keep looking. It's further than I thought. Quite the intrepid explorer, our little thief.
Maybe we frighten the turtle back inside his shell.
You give, you receive. Wait a downpour. Nothing will get done until it clears. Let this be a lesson to those who yesterday said I'll do it tomorrow.
It must... Using elemental sight, you can even detect magic. Follow the flow of magic to find the book.
The thief lives inside ruins?
Please do not jump to such a preposterous conclusion about the living habits of Mondstadt's residents. This seems far more likely to be the work of some none-too-friendly troublemakers. Stealing books is hardly the Hilly Churl's style. All they would use books for is to keep their campfire going anyway. This is more likely to be the Abyss Order's doing. They do seem to have a way of slipping in and out of places like... Also, there's an elemental seal at the entrance. It looks like the result of an abyss...
A seal? How are we gonna
Not to worry. If you think a little magic can keep me out...
Why is that?
Come on.
Whoa! So this is what leads... It's so much bigger in here than Paimon thought. Do we really have to go all the way inside?
If you borrow a book, you have to return it. There will be no exceptions. You've been a naughty boy.
Yep.
Come a little closer.
He, he, hua. Hup, huh? Yep. Hit, he.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
He. Yep. Hup. Yeah. Hit. Huh? He. He.
You've been a naughty boy.
He. Yeah. Hua. Yep. Hup. Yep. Hup. Yep.
Huh? Let's spark things up a little.
With sword comes shadow. Speed of light. Hey!
Windblade!
Hey, look! It's an Abyss Mage! Lisa was spot on!
No escape! Don't blink!
Come a little closer. Blitz.
How did you find this place? It's so well hidden!
I have no interest in finding out where you little rascals hide yourselves away, but I do want my book back. Tell me, how is it that you have the time to conceal your stronghold and apply a magic seal, but not to sign out a library book in the prop? You have no respect whatsoever for other people's work.
You just won. I was unaware that anyone in Mondstadt was concerned with unearthing the secret hidden in... Oh!
The librarian. Although I believe that should be quite clear. I'll return the book. This is an ultimatum.
Since I have all the less reason. After all, it contains the secret. Huh? What are you doing?
Naughty boys who don't do what they're told need a little punishment to keep them in line. We'll just need to find the book ourselves.
It's the Pale Princess and the Six Pygmies. Paimon remembers that name.
That's the one. It's a good thing it isn't.
Otherwise, what? Are you telling me you have even...
I would have probably have needed to dish. Then again, as I said, it isn't from the restricted section, which is the only, and it doesn't appear to have any abnormal elemental properties, save for the markings I put on it.
Yeah, it seems like just an average storybook.
As far as my duties as a librarian go, my trouble. Since this book has piqued your interest, why don't I let you borrow it? There's no time limit for you. I will register. This is an exclusive privilege reserved for trusted citizens only.
Exclusive privilege? Why does Paimon this is just your sneaky way of offloading your troublesome work on...
Excuse me? Are you in some way dissatisfied with my work? Good. You're amenable to... My work here is done. Don't forget to register... You've returned. The paperwork...
Thank you, Miss Lisa. But Paimon thinks we're forgetting something. Look, over there on the shelf. Isn't that the Tavat travel guide? And look how many copies there are.
The Tavat Travel Guide is a serial publication. It is not part of the library's formal collection.
Oh.
Take one. Consider it your compensation for being Lisa's little helper to... With you by my side, my troublesome work was a little less dull.
The Tavat travel guide was just bait to get us to do a day's...
I hadn't anticipated that a few routine returns inquiries would take us out of the city, let alone down into some... As compensation for dragging you into all this bother...
Wow! Lisa went and bought us some special...
In fact, they were intended for our next outing. But... never mind.